Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. In this video, I'll tell you some latest iPhone tips and tricks for iOS 16. Apple has been steadily getting the iPhone and its operating system iOS. In comparison to other mobiles, this is the best operating system so far. However, each element has advantages and disadvantages. And with the current iOS 16 version, many iPhone users may be perplexed by the modifications offered by Apple. New iOS 16 came up with a slew of tips and techniques to help iPhone users understand and use their iPhone more easily. The first tip is about lock screen. The lock screen is the first thing any users would get to see after waking the iPhone up, so its appearance can have a positive impact on the users. Earlier, if you wanted to change the lock screen wallpaper, you had to go to the lock screen option all the way from the settings page. You had to navigate from there. But now in the latest iOS 16, you can do it simply by waking the iPhone by tapping on the screen or pressing the right side button once. After that, you need just to press the screen and hold for 1 second or 2. It will show the option to customize your lock screen by adding new wallpaper or swiping left or right to access the previously set lock screen wallpapers, and you are done. And the next step is get a vibrating touch tone while typing on a keyboard. While you are typing something on a keyboard, it feels really good if can get a touch and feel of it. This feature was already present in Android phones for several years but was lacking in iPhones. But Apple has introduced this feature in the iOS 16 update. You can now enable the keyboard feedback by enabling either sound or haptic or both. For this, go to Settings, tap on it, and then tap on Sound and Haptics. Scroll down and then tap on keyboard feedback, turn on sound and haptic, and you are done. And the next tip is about hidden photos. Apple is well versed in how to protect the privacy of their users for a long time when compared to other mobiles where there is no much privacy regarding data or anything. With the iOS 16 release, they introduced a feature that allows users to hide whichever photo they want from others on their iPhones. Not only just that, but the recently deleted photos are also hidden. When someone tries to access the hidden items, they will require the Face ID or passcode to view the hidden album. So I'll tell you how can you hide a photo on your iPhone. For this, go to Photos icon, tap on it. Now tap on Select option and select photos you want to hide, and then tap on the three dots, and here you will see the option of hide. Tap on it. So this will hide the photo and you will get to see this photo in the hidden album after entering the passcode or Face ID. And the next tip is disable the location option from photos before sharing. When you click the live photos, it captures your location, and also if the location services are enabled on your iPhone, this can be useful while organizing your photos according to the location where the photos were taken. However, while sharing those live photos, those location details also get shared along with the photos. Therefore, Apple made a slight changes where it auto detects the location while sharing the photo and allow users let it remain on disabling it before sharing. And the next tip is use passcode to lock notes. Privacy is the most important thing for users nowadays, and Apple allows users to lock the notes that they have used for their reference on their iPhones can be locked. iPhone users need to unlock it using the phone's passcode. Go to your notes and tap on the three dots, and here you will see the option of lock. Tap on it and lock your note, and you are done. And the next step is copy the text from the photo or video. Open the photo, then just tap and hold on the text from the photo and it will highlight the text for you to copy it. Later you can use the text to search online or translate. In the case of copying text from a video, simply play the video on the player on your iPhone and pause it when you find a text in the video and copy the text in the same way how you copy text from a photo. This is highly helpful when you are in some other region place where you find it difficult to understand the language written. And the next step is add to quick notes. If you ever wanted to copy something to the notes, earlier you had to copy the item like text, paragraph, image, etc. and then paste it to the notes after opening the app. But now the users can just select the item that they want to copy and tap on the context menu to explore more options and select the share option. Then tap on add to new quick note from the option. And you can save it by tapping on option save, and you are done. And the next step is prevent lock from ending the call. Most iPhone users while talking on their phone accidentally cut the ongoing call because they press the lock button while holding the phone. So Apple worked on this problem and introduced a feature called prevent lock to end call. For this, go to settings, scroll down, and then tap on accessibility, and then tap on touch, scroll down, and here you will see the option of prevent lock to end call. Turn it on and you are done. Next tip is use Siri to end the call. Going hands-free is very relaxing, so you can use Siri to end the call for you instead of tapping on the screen or pressing the side button, entering the phone and cutting the call. Now you just need to say, "Hey Siri, hang up the call," and call will immediately cut, but please be aware that the other person on the call can hear you say it to Siri. And the next tip is restart the phone by using Siri. Not only just opening any app or sending messages, but you can also ask Siri to restart your iPhone by just saying, "Hey Siri, restart." After the iPhone has been restarted, you need not to worry about the Face ID or passcode. It will handled by Siri internally. And the next step is automatically send messages. If you are asking Siri to send a message to any of your contacts and after your message has been transcribed by Siri, it will ask for you to confirm it before sending it. This can be extra step before sending. Instead, you can skip this step now in iOS 16 by enabling the automatically send messages option under Siri and search. For this, go to settings, scroll down, and then tap on Siri and search, and then tap on automatically send messages and turn it on, and you are done. And the next tip for you is now Siri can listen for a longer time. This feature after the iOS 16, you can speak for a long time and Siri can wait for a longer or longest time till you finish speaking. Then Siri will follow the instruction instead of interrupting in middle. This could be very helpful for user who speak slowly. The user need to change the settings called Siri pause time. For this, go to settings and then scroll down and tap on accessibility, scroll down and then tap on Siri, and then selecting either long or longest under the Siri pause time option, and you are done. And the next step is no duplicate photos anymore. The iOS 16 iPhone does not let you copy and paste duplicate photos on the iPhone due to their duplicate detection technique, which is very helpful. Otherwise, in the past, iPhone are loaded with the huge files which are quite similar and end up eating up space, but now you can check for any duplicate photos present after transferring the photos from other phones to your iPhone. For this, open Photos and tap on Duplicates. Here you will find all the duplicate photos and there is an option to merge the photo or you can delete them, and you are done. And the next step is set the focus with the lock screen. You can now set the focus mode with your lock screen. You can create any number of focus modes and names them accordingly like work, fitness, others, etc. Under a particular focus, you can set a certain theme, wallpaper, schedule, some tasks, etc. For achieving the focus mode, you have to go to the focus page on the settings page on your iPhone. Then make sure the focus status is on and set up the focus like work, sleep. After that, you can easily change the focus mode by swiping on the screen downward from the right top on the screen, selecting the focus option, selecting any focus modes or create a new focus mode by tapping on the plus sign, and you are done. And the next tip is see battery percentage on the home screen. In iOS 15 and older, there was no option to see the battery percentage on the home screen, but they have added this feature in the iOS 16 upgraded, where you can enable the settings called battery percentage. For this, go to settings, scroll down and then tap on battery and then tap on battery percentage to turn it on, and you are done. And the next step is send any mail at a scheduled time. You can now not just send the mail which you have drafted immediately, but also can be scheduled to be sent and mention time on your mail. On iPhone with iOS 16, you go to the Mail app, and here you will see 3 dots. Tap on it. From here you can select Schedule Send. Now you can select the time from the present time values or create a schedule time for it, and you are done. And the next step is view the Wi-Fi password saved on your iPhone. Sometimes we forget the Wi-Fi password that we have used to connect to our iPhone after a long time to share it with our friends or relatives. For this, go to Settings, tap on Wi-Fi, and then tap on eye icon. Now tap on Password. And here you can see your password, and also you can copy to send to your friends, and you are done. And the next tip is lockdown mode on iPhone. Apple imposed extra security on their iPhones, which is very essential to some only users. This feature is called lockdown mode, which when enabled on their iPhones, the users or anybody from using the iPhone or its feature and apps. It primarily locks the phone, apps and websites. To enable the lockdown mode, go to Settings, tap on it, and then tap on Privacy and Security. Scroll down to the bottom and then tap on lockdown mode and turn it on. Scroll down and tap on turn on lockdown mode and follow the on-screen instruction, and you are done. And the next step is save any web page as a PDF in Safari. This tip could help out most users, especially students and developers who browse a lot for information on the internet. This works only if you use the Safari. For this, open Safari in your iPhone and open any website. Now tap on the share icon, scroll down, and you can save it to your documents, and you are done. By doing this, web page will be saved in the folder you had selected, and you can read it offline anytime you want. I hope these tips will be very helpful for you. Also, let us know in the comments below if you have any questions. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.